of him surviving this. It's seriously probably like a 0.1% chance. Well, he says he's hoping you run into him, but really, I think that's not really the correct play, because if you look, I mean, I understand if he was worried if Lando goes right, but really, you figure Han kills Lando. Well, now Chewie, if Chewie wants to shoot at Han again, freaking go for it, instead of killing this guy with 1 health off. I don't agree with that, but... So, that's a kill on Lando. And now if you're Chewie, obviously you're going for the Tala. Probably going to finish him. Not a guarantee here. That's why I say throwing that lock on Han was a bit of a gamble. He will statistically usually kill the Tala here, but there's still a decent chance. Maybe like 30% of the Tala lives. Come on, I need to draw this out. Got another game to get to. So, Chewie rolls. Looks like he's going to finish off the Tala. So now, it comes down to this. Han's got 2 more health. But like I said, Chewie wanted to get close. And even if it's a 4-on-2, Han with his ability, you know, he's probably only going to get 3 hits at best, rolling 4, even with his ability. And with Chewie with 3PO and Falcon, you can dodge 2. Whereas Chewie with a focused target lock has a great chance to get 4 hits. And Han will have 3PO, but he won't have that evade because he's double stressed out. So it shouldn't take him too long in the dial, so we'll just stay here. Hopefully they can finish it off rather quickly. We can get over that next game. So, if you're Jaws, you're thinking, do I want to be close to Chewie, or do I want to be far away? And I think you want to be far away, because like I said, Han's going to get a hit no matter what. But the downside of his cool abilities, the combo with Luke, is that he really doesn't do heavy damage. Whereas Chewie has a bit more potential to do heavier damage if he gets numerous rerolls. And he's also thinking, I kind of want to run away so I can clear them stresses. So I think if you're Chewie, you're going to do a one right turn here because you don't want him to get too far away from you. Yeah. And Han's just going to run. Oh, well. I see what questionable, worried about the bump green, but I guess I can understand that, but now you're at a bit of a disadvantage. You wanted to stay close. Well, I'll let it. I'm sure I understand what he was saying, but anyway, all right. So 3 on 2. Focus, hit. That's going to be 3. And he's going to be able to keep his lock here. I think I'd keep it. Because you know you're... Yeah. No, he did just shoot first. Oops. Well, screwed up there. Did you just shoot first? What do you think? He rolled 3 dice. Yeah? I think that's what he was doing. Come on. Go. Come on. Go. What are you waiting for? Go. I just like lose connection or something? Hmm? Alright, fuck this. Let's go check out the other game. Well, This does not appear to be going too well for Earthworm here. He's run his rookie onto an asteroid. And Tarn isn't even going to have a shot. Not a great start at all. And all he's done is put 3 hits on that shuttle. Of course, that shuttle's... Looks like it, yeah, both those shuttles have already moved. Oh yeah, so here we go. It's time for shooting, and this rookie looks in trouble. I mean, this shuttle doesn't have a shot either, but in some trouble. Anyone else just notice that asteroid rotate? The hell was that? Well, that's a whole lot clearer. Not the fuck. Fucking deliberations. Oh my god. It's range 3. Oh, god. Dude. Oh man. So hit for Han. So if you're questionable here, you just guess 0, and then you take 1. There's nothing else you can do, really. He's gonna call it. That's so stupid, because... Oh. He's actually lucky. He keeps forgetting that Han has Luke. If he had actually gotten 1 there, and he would have dodged all 3, then he would have been in some shit, because then he would have burned his evade and his 3PO, and Han would have got to shoot again, and he would have got to activate Luke. So he would have had an even better chance of getting multiple hits. So you really need to pull your head out if you're Cataly. He keeps forgetting, but if you're going to win this, you can't... These are like pretty big details he's just not realizing here. But he gets his return shot and he gets a target lock. So now this... Ooh. Gotta spend it, I think. I mean, he might as well. Keeps it. So recharges 1, so he's hanging in there. And I mean... R2 is going to keep regenning those. So really, he's not losing anything, but eventually one of those crits is going to get through, and it's going to be something. It's going to be like a weapon malfunction, or if he got a structural damage, that would be brutal, because then he'd lose his ability to 3PO. So he's got to start putting hits on Han. And I think, like I said, I think his best chance is to try to get into close range. So what do? Do you go straight 1? Do you bank right? Bank left? I think I just play it safe and go straight 1. Let's go check on this other game real quick. It looks like Phantom's probably going to take it down, but we'll see. So this is the start of combat. It looks like Dutch is shooting with his Ion. Gotta think he shoots here at OGP 1. He's gonna go to Kenkirk. Well, he must be thinking that Gold will get an Ion too, and he can shoot him onto that asteroid, so I get that. Actually, that's not a bad move at all. Because this OGP's in some trouble here. He's basically got to turn on to that. Actually, I think Phantom's got initiative, so he's probably just going to go 1 forward bump. So he gets a hit in an Ion, but God, it is going to be hard to take these 3 big fellas down when he just doesn't have big time firepower. And like I said, he's probably going to Ion Kenkirk here onto this Roid, but throughout the course of the game, and Ions in general are not very good against big ships, and just doesn't really have the firepower or the beef. He's just really got to do some good outmaneuvering against these shuttles to have a chance here. But he's got to take out Kenkirk first. So Kenkirk with that gunner is just going to be running around shooting a bunch of people non-stop. There's no way Tarn's got a shot now. So now the shuttles come, and they're going to put some big hits here. You might as well go for this Y-Wing. Or maybe he'll go for Dutch just so he can get his FCS on him and potentially shoot him. Nope, he's going to go with the Gold. And he's probably going to get a shot on the Gold next turn anyway, actually. Finish him off. Focus crit crit. Ooh, 2 evades. Come on. Jesus. Don't forget R2. Oh, questionable. You're forgetting R2. Oh, bugger. Well, it's going to be interesting because it says at the end of the end phase. So, really, the end of the end phase is before until both players say they're set. So, I guess if you're members at any point, the opportunity technically hasn't passed. So, all he's got to do is remember and see it right there in his hand. R2 beeping. Don't forget me. Yep, he remembers. He gets a blank, so R2's definitely done his job. That little droid has done the job today. It's like the 4th shield he's regenerated. And the only crit was that minor explosion that did nothing. He's been the MVP of this game, basically R2 has. If you're solo, just keep hanging back. Trying to stay out at range 2, range 3. Try to keep that debris field between you. I just go 1 forward here. Because I think Chewie just has to go 1 right. Yep. You know, really, yeah, you might want to consider us not even evading at this point, I think. Because usually Han's going to roll 2 hits. He's not going to roll 3 natural hits very often. And if you focus or lock, you can boost your attack. And if you lock, you've got great chance to... It helps your chances of getting a crit. Whereas when you've got C-3PO, you know you can dodge 1. Okay, so let's see what happens here. See, he gets 2 hits. So in this situation, he could just use 3PO, call 0, take 1, and then he'd have a lock to fire. But now, you know, there's no way you'd call anything with 3PO here and allow him to activate Luke. Yeah, he's not gonna. And now he doesn't even use 3PO or his evade token. So I think now that that's happened, he might realize that, hey, I don't really even need this evade, at least at range 2 or 3. Maybe at range 1 you keep it to make sure you don't take 2 hits, but really at range 2 or 3 is usually only going to take 1 hit. Save that action for a lock. That's what I think you got to do here to start putting some hits on Han. Yeah, see? You need those attack boosters. Like if you don't have Gunner or Luke like Han does, I think he's gonna realize it now. Oh, he takes a hit from R2. Just begging for a munition failure. Something it's not gonna. Another. Oh yeah, he's got that same minor explosion card. Or he's had it this. Let's see something. So he's supposed to randomly flip up one of his cards. I don't know if he's doing that. I think he might remember that one was the minor explosion. Because really, I think you'd take that. The minor explosion. Because there's other ones that could really wreck your day. Like I said, like you get a weapon malfunction or structural damage. Those would be not very good at this point. But yeah, I think next turn, you've got to target lock. Really no point. That Vade's not giving you anything. Well, I think if your draw as you're thinking, you might be a little worried if Chewie turns into you. Because, like I said, you don't want to get to range 1. So he's thinking about potentially blasting forward. And Chewie does turn. He's clear of the asteroid. Come on, lock him. There you go. And Han does blast forward, but I still think that's going to be range 1. And now he's just going to evade. I was going to say he could potentially boost and take away an attack dice, but I guess with the evade, that's like a guaranteed hit you're going to stop, so I guess that probably is the better decision. So now, he's going to reroll the 2 hits, and he gets 2 hits again, and now, yeah, Questionable has figured it out. He's just going to call 0 here and take 1. There you go, buddy. And now, it is time to pay the piper if you're Han. The only thing is next turn, if your right turn was Chewie, you might bump him, but... Oh, man! That is going to be trouble for Han. And he gets another reroll, too, for the focus. If that's a hit as well. Oh, it is! So that's going to be 2 guaranteed crits. Unless Han decides to get frisky and guess 1 evade. He's thinking about... I don't think that'd be the right decision, though. I think it's a little bit too early to do that. Yeah, he's going to call 0 and just take the 2 crits. I think that's the right move. Two crits it is. What's it gonna be? You're praying for a damage, not the damaged cockpit, a blinded pilot. That's big. That's pretty big. What's the other one? Ooh, a structural damage. That's huge too. Wow. So 3PO's gone. And he doesn't not get to shoot next turn. He can try to clear the structural damage, but then he won't be able to evade. So you couldn't have asked for two better crits there just about. The only other one I was thinking would be the injured pilot, in which case he would have had to have whoops. There'd be no more reroll for Han, which I guess really wouldn't be that terrible because he's got Luke too. But yeah, really, those are the two best you could ask for, I think. Now, blinded pilot's going to save you one, and the structural damage means no more 3PO. He's down to 6, and Chewie's going to be at 6-2 with R2 now. It's starting to turn in Questionable's favor. If you're Han, and again, R2, from the 6 shields, R2's regen, only 2 have been crits. Been crits. So now if you're Han, I think you just 3 right turn. And then try to clear the structural. I think that's what I'd do. Well, it's a hard decision. I think that's what I'd do, though. Down to 6. Or you might even 3 right turn and then boost. And just try to put some space between you and Chewie. Because Chewie's probably going to bump, I think. It's going to be close. I was saying try to put some space between him. Buy yourself a little bit of time to clear those crits. Alright, let's go check on this real quick. I don't think Earthworm's going to hang in too much longer, but anything can happen. He's still got his 3 ships left. Now look at what he's done with this Y-Wing, though. How the F did that happen? And that Y-Wing he's dead. I mean, a 2 left, that's going to run him off the map. Ugh. I don't know, what are they doing? Are they setting their dials? Or did one of them just attack? Oh, come on. Alright, Jesus Christ. So Chewie goes 1 straight and he's got a lock. Han's only going to do a 2 right turn. I don't understand why he just wouldn't do a 3 right, but meh. And he's not going to clear the structural damage. Or attempt to, anyway. Not a terrible move, but I think maybe he wants to use the evade now, and now when Chewie's trying to catch up to him. Gets a hit and a crit. And Chewie, of course, is going to 3PO 0 again and just take 1. Oh, yeah. Never mind, the blinded pilot, so. Now Chewie return fire. It's going to be 3-0, but 1 evade. Just praying for another crit here if you're Chewie. Just keep piling them on him. Damaged engine, weapon malfunction. Ugh, well, we got a target lock. 1 crit, 2 crits. Oh my good god. That is probably the game, folks. That's going to be 2 crits on Han. You know one of them is probably going to be something bad. And Jaws cannot believe it. And what's it going to be? Direct hit. It's another direct hit. That could be injured pilot. Ooh, and that is the No More Han reroll. Yep. So, really, that's not too terrible. Because he's got Luke, so... I mean, it kind of sucks, but it could be way worse. So now... I think you just go 4 forward with Han. 4 forward. Try to clear the structural damage. I think that'll... Oh, he's going to concede. Really? Well, I don't agree with that. I know you've really done nothing to Chewie, but... I would have played it out. Good game, though, on both ends. Oh, no, he is going to go for it. Okay. Yeah. I was going to say, why would you just concede there? So I think you go 4 forward, try to clear the structural damage. Because no Chewie is just going to 1 2 right turn. You go 4 forward, get out of his arc. And you can do another pretty far move, either a 3 right bank or turn. Try to clear it again if you don't get it this first time. Yeah, 1 right turn. The thing is now Chewie's going to have that lock, so next attack is going to be a target lock focus. Yep, 4 forward. Try to clear it. No shots. So just try to run again. Try to clear it one more time. That's all you can do. Tries again, still does not get it. He's got to get it next time. Still no shots. So if you go 4 forward again, you again should be clear. And you're really due to clear that crit. Ooh. Yeah, that's not a good move there. Because now if you want to try to pursue Han, you're going to have to fly over that. Han's just going to run. And try to clear it one more time. Oh my god! That is just terrible luck. But at the same time, I doubt Chewie's going to be able to keep up now. If he does, that'd be pretty stupid, I think, if he tries to fly over that asteroid. I think he'll just see him do one left bank. And just concede that crit to Han and say, alright, you want to clear it, just go ahead, I can't keep up with you. Now let's go check on this real quick. Whoops. Can't believe it keeps rolling blanks. Yeah, 3. All you need is a hit. You got a 3 out of 8 chance to do it 3 times in a row. It's pretty bad luck. Well, the gold is dead. None of these shuttles have shots. And one's almost dead. But, ugh, Tarn's gonna... Why would you K-turn there? Why wouldn't you just chase the... I'm not a fan of that move. Flies over the asteroid. And he takes a hit. Ugh. Nope. Still hanging in, but I don't think Earthworm's gonna be able to come back from this one. And Jaws rolls. Wait, what? Oh, Chewie flew over the asteroid. And he rolled for the asteroid and he didn't take a hit? Chewie hasn't, or Han hasn't moved yet. So why is he rolling for... I don't understand. What's going on? Huh. Well, yeah. R2 has been super kind to questionable. This crit has been ridiculous now. 4 times he's tried to clear, he hasn't got it. 7 shields R2 has regened. And only twice has he had to flip a damage card. And both times it's been a minor explosion. And one of them hit, one of them missed. And you know, that brings up another point for anyone watching. If you're playing against a guy with R2, and he's got multiple damage cards, work out some system to where he's actually picking them at random, as opposed to he just doesn't remember which one it is. Because a minor explosion, you'll take that with Chewie, I feel like.
Like, better than plucking a random one. And if you pull out like a structural damage or a direct hit, like, I think you'll take a minor explosion, I feel like. So, like, if you have 2 cards right now, like, pull out an attack dice and say, okay, 1, lay them out and say, okay, a 1, if I roll a hit, we're going to pick the card on the left. If we roll a miss, we'll pick the card on the right. Now, with 3, I don't know how you do that, but 3 or more. So on 2 right turns. So you try to clear it again. I think, man, that's a tough call, but I think you've got to just play the odds and try to clear it again. I feel you're so due. He's just going to evade. Well, we can't really fault him there. I don't know why he just checked range there. He's not allowed to do that, but... Well, what the hell? I guess he was checking for... What move did Chewie just do? He just did a 4 forward. Oh, okay. I got kind of mixed up here having to go back. Okay, so he just re-rolled. He's actually not allowed to do that. Because he's got stunned pilot. Or injured pilot. But I don't agree with re-rolling the crit blank hit. But it doesn't, I guess it doesn't really matter. Maybe he just wants to activate Luke. But yeah, I think he's forgetting he's got injured pilot. I think he's thinking he's got to get 3 hits here. It's the only way he's going to start wearing down Chewie. But to roll 3 hits, you only have like a 10 or 12% chance of rolling 3 natural hits. Just anytime you roll 3 dice. Or, 2 hits and a crit or what have you, So it's just... I don't know, I think he's just got to keep trying to wear down Chewie and... But obviously the odds are against him at this point, but... Yeah, he's going to take 2. Yeah, it's probably going to be the game. Well... Yeah, 3 versus 1. Well, I guess he's only going to take 1 here, so... So he guesses 1, and he doesn't get it. I don't blame him really for doing that. The dice just really went against the Jaws at the latter part of this game here. They were pretty even, but then once it came down to Falcon on Falcon, they kind of started going against him. So that should be all she wrote. Still got that lock on Han, and Chewie's just... I don't even think you do R2 now, because if you get like if the crit's a weapon malfunction or something. Let's see if he does. Well, he's not gonna. I don't know if that's by design or because he forgot, but in neither event. I think you're just going to see Han probably just blast ahead again. Try to get outside of there. One last chance to try to clear that crit. He's probably going to get out to range 3, but I don't think he's going to get out fully outside the arc.
Come on, Jaws. There you go. Ooh. It might be range 2, actually. What do you do here? I think you've got to... Yeah, and he finally clears it. And now you're probably going to see a... I guess 1 for 3PO. Hope Chewie only gets 2 hits, but with a focused target lock, probably going to be 3. So Han's shooting first. Chewie is just such a tank because that is range 3, so that's going to help Han. He's such a tank because you can't roll crits on him. Like in this situation, like these crits have just been death for Han. That blinded pilot, direct hit, the structural damage, injured pilot, which he actually doesn't realize he has. Nope. Can't ask much better than that, but again, like I said, the crit is a mute point against Chewie. So what do you guess now? I think you still just guess 0. Ooh, and now he can spend the focus if he wants. He's probably just going to take it and just go for the kill, I think. Sure, everyone said that to themselves at one time or another. I think either way, you're probably good. So much math to consider because Han's got 3PO too. He's gonna burn it. Actually, he only takes 1 because 3PO gets 0. So, he makes a mistake. He only should have taken 1 damage because 3PO gets 0 evades, giving him an extra 1, then he spent the focus. So another mistake by Catalyst. And now he's got a lock, but there's a chance he only gets 2 hits. And if you get 2 hits, there's a pretty good chance that Han will dodge, because he'd only need 1 evade to activate 3PO. Oh man. Well, now you gotta guess 2. Nope. Well, think Jaws actually slightly outplayed Catalyst that game. I think the dice just kind of went against him. Not to say Catalyst played terribly, but he made a lot of mistakes. Yes, that is why it's a good list. And he did a good job of he didn't do terrible. He did decently. There was a lot of small mistakes he made here and there. And Jaws definitely made some mistakes too, but I feel like overall Jaws outplayed Chewie or Catalyst. Catalyst just got some lucky rolls there at the end is my analysis, but a good game overall. And Jaws, he's 0-2, but I think he's good enough. And he got a lot of points there by killing Lando. So if he got some points in his first round, where's the standings at? Jiggity. He actually killed 52 his first round. So then he kills, 50 or so by killing Lando. So if he wins out his next 3 games, which I think he's decent enough to do, gets to 3-2 with about 400 points, that will probably be enough to get in. And then, there's always a chance that, he ends up with one of those 100-point wins at the end, so still not out of it, but on the outside looking in, and a big win for Questionable puts him to 1-1. So now he's back in the fold. Looks like we're about to see some dials here. Well, yeah, ugh. So that gold did run off the map. And now you're just in a bad way. I think at this point, if you're Earthworm, you just play for points. Because he's already got a win. There's no way in hell you're going to kill this Ken Kirk. He's got 15 freaking health. And he's going to, once his shields go down, he's going to increase his agility by 1. And he's got Isan and determination. So there's just no way you're winning this game at this point. And he's got Gunner too, so he's going to be dealing out at least 1 hit. I think you just try to finish this dude off and just go for points. That's what I would advise. That'll get you 26. And you guys had any thoughts on that last game? I know one of you was watching it the whole time. Ooh, the shuttle runs onto the asteroid. And takes a hit. It takes a very special hand. Don't touch the sides. Yeah. I think you just get on the tail of this guy. Try to finish him off before he can shoot. And then just keep hammering away at him from behind and just hope you can kill both of them before Kenkirk finishes you off. And of course now Tarn's going to get lit up here, unfortunately. Ugh. He is going to get lit up something fierce. Oh, never mind. He can't. What am I saying? He can't even shoot. Okay, never mind then. Well, you still got a chance then. Ken Kirk's gonna move. Earthworm. So Phantom was one of the 100-point wins. Earthworm lost 52. Man, I'm gonna watch the game log on that match. How do all these guys have a 112 margin of victory? And there's only one guy that lost by 88. I don't understand that. Someone explain that to me, please. Two hits. Gonna spin the lock. Just gets focus. They hope for one dodge here. Just take one. Yep. That's what you wanted. Now you're really hoping Tarn can finish off that shuttle. Obviously gonna see an ion shot here. 2 hits, that should do it. Ooh, Lord. It should be all she wrote. Yep. Well, yeah, you got a shuttle. It's 26 points. No, I really think you just go for the second one. I don't see how you could possibly come back and kill this beast. Just don't have the firepower. Your Tarn's already almost dead. And he's got the R7 Astromech. I'm sorry, that's 23 points, not 26. He's got the Astromech, but Kenkirk is just such a beast. Motherfucking everyone in here watching this. There's not a single other game going on Vassal. No one in the main room. Those two guys are AFK. I was watching this. Oh. We're the only 2-0s right now. Theorist. Misari. And that's it. Soon to be Phantom, most likely. But Theorist sitting at 400 points. All he really has to do is just win one more, and he's pretty much punched his ticket.
Wow, what is the holdup? Just resyncing? So Shazbot and Wilder are playing at 7:30. Ooh, that'll be a good game. Unfortunately, well, I'm playing after that, I believe, actually. So maybe I can catch that. 7:30 Pacific, yeah. Probably able to catch that. That'll be a good one. So now, I think if you're Tarn, you might actually do a 3 left turn there. Because this guy's got to go right if he wants to clear that asteroid. Unless he does like a 3 left bank. But then I don't think he'd really have a shot on Tarn anyway, so... Oh, but actually, he's going first. So, that's really interesting, because if he goes a 1 right bank, he's just going to land on the asteroid again. Like, really anything other than like a 2 left turn, or a 2 right bank or 2 right turn, or, a 3 right bank, that'd be suicide though, would put him on that asteroid again. And even a 2 left turn, the template might touch this one. So maybe you just do a 1 left bank with Tarn, because you're figuring you're probably clear no matter what. And yeah, you're kind of in a spot with that shuttle where you're like, what can you do really? Because if you 2 right turn, you're gonna stress out. You're not gonna be able to turn back left. You're gonna have to go all the way right, come back around. I think he's probably just gonna go 1 forward and just ram him onto the asteroid again. Then he's gonna get ioned again and go onto the asteroid again. But I don't really know what else you would do. Anyone else have any thoughts on what they might do here? I just still feel like there's just no way they're going to be able to whittle down Kenkirk no matter what happens here with this shuttle. I think really Phantom is... I mean, if the shuttle can get another shot, cool, but really he's just hoping he buys time for Kenkirk to keep wearing down Dutch. But Kenkirk has to be careful. He doesn't want to put himself to where he's got an asteroid relatively in front of him, because he's already got that 1 ion. If he gets hit by another one, he'll find himself sailing right onto one. So the shuttle 2 left turns. So the only thing about that is, like, now he's just got like absolutely no hope, and he's on it anyway. So I think I would have just gone straight, because now he's stressed out too. So no hit at least.
Ooh. And that, ladies and gents, is going to be an ion shot, no doubt. God, you know, felt like Phantom was kicking his ass. If you're Earthworm now, you're just kicking yourself. And you guys, I didn't see it happen, but it looked, anyone who wasn't here, Earthworm had his Gold Squadron Y-Wing with an ion turret right here was sitting like just like this. So it basically had no moves it could do it was just going to run off the map. And I didn't actually see it happen, but it was, it was inevitable. You saw the way it was facing, and it still had like 6 health left, I think. So he's just kicking himself for that now, because really with these tight they're in the midst of this asteroid field, They're not down here where there's a lot more open space. Like, they're in it. So you can really, even though it takes 2, he would have had 2. So he really could have caused some problems for these guys, ioning them onto those asteroids. He's going to focus. I think he got to ion old Kenkirk right here. Yeah. It gets another evade. You're getting what you want here if you're Earthworm, because you're probably going to take 1 no matter what. You just don't want to take 2 or even 3. So to just take 2 those last 2 turns, I think, it's really the best you can ask for. And 2 hits, that'll do it. That'll do, pig. That'll do. So, yep. Gonna see that ion next turn, or that asteroid. No shot for Tarn, though, unfortunately. But God, if you had that second gold, you'd really have it. I still don't think he's gonna be able to finish off Kenkirk. But if you had that second Y-Wing, I kind of only caught just a couple bits and pieces, but it looked like Earthworm really didn't fly that well at the start. It's been doing a lot better, like since I've been here, basically, but that bad start has really put him in the hole. Like I said, he's doing a good job of catching up, but I don't think he can at this point. There's too many hit points on Ken Kirk in the shuttle. Even though he's going to be able to put the hurt on the shuttle this turn. Oh, he does have a shot. No way. Ugh. Got a lock, though. He gets 2 crits and a hit. Oh, I'm sorry. This is the shuttle shooting at Dutch. Oh yeah, shuttle's on the rock. Well. Okay. Well, clearly, my head's out of it too. It's fucking late. I've had a couple drinks. It's a good thing I'm not playing tonight, because I'd be getting fucked too. Well, yeah, shuttle. You're doing a 1 bank, 1 straight, whatever. I think probably gonna see a 1 left bank from Tarn, and then Dutch probably a 1 straight or 1 left bank. Put some hits on that shuttle. This is a pretty solid list from Phantom, though. I like it. He's just got Tanky McTankerson here with Isan, Determination, and his ability. But then he's got Gunner, too, to sort of make up for any Phantoms, Interceptors he might encounter. But then these 2 shuttles with the FCS are a really good matchup against the kind of, middling ships you run against, like the B-Wings, the X-Wings, like a Defender, like ships that have decent but not awesome maneuverability and agility. And they're also pretty good against like Falcons and stuff, of course. I think maybe tomorrow I'll watch his first match and see if he ran it in that turn as well. Ugh. What? Wow. That's crazy. I mean, if you had that Y-wing, you could just walk Kenkirk right off the map from here. Say 1, 2. Only take 3 turns of shooting to do it. That's really hard. Losing him. Playing a Monday, 8 Green Mountain Time. Is that what that is? I don't know these damn time zones. Ooh, he re-rolls the focus. Why the hell would you do that? Well, it paid off, I guess. I guess it didn't really matter, so whatever. Oh, that was because it was Dutch shooting, that's why. Yeah, I'm ready to go to bed, guys. I'm fucking out of it. Kind of want to see how this turns out, but now you hope with Tarn you can get a crit. No, Drew. I know you're not watching the stream, but you're really not supposed to commentate on absolutely anything unless they ask for your ruling. So I don't think he's in the tournament, so what the hell does he care, though? Oh, that's what you wanted. 3 hits and a crit. It's gonna be at least 1 crit. Yep, 2 shields, 1 crit. Direct hit, you'll take that. So it's down to 3 now, so if Tarn stays on him, he can potentially finish him off. And, I still don't know if they're going to be able to kill off Kenkirk. He's still got 14 hull left. And once those shields get down, he's going to have Isan and his agility start triggering. So that's it. Man, how interesting of a move would it be for Tarn to do a 3 left turn and just try to keep Kenkirk on that dial, or on that asteroid. Because if you're Kenkirk, you've got initiative. Shuttle's moving, Tarn's moving, then you. I think you'll probably see him do a 1 right bank. Kenkirk that is, just to be sure that doesn't happen, because he knows it's a possibility. He picks it pretty quickly. And Tarn actually kept his target lock, so if you're Tarn, you know exactly where the shuttle's going. You can just go like 2 straight, or 2 left bank, get another range 1 shot, focus target lock, potentially finish him off. But then you might have Kenkirk lining up a fat one on you and potentially finishing you off. And then it's just going to be down to Dutch versus Kenkirk, which will probably be game. And really that shuttle, you don't have to worry about him quite yet. Because he's just going to ion, and then he's got to go left over that debris field. Like he's really at least another 3 turns until he can get back into it. Yeah. He did 1 left bank. And you guys saying I'm being a hypocrite for commenting on the game. They would have cleared it up by looking back at the log anyway, so I'm just speeding it up. Fuck you all. I do what I want. Oh, and Kenkirk goes 1 forward. I think if Tarn had 3 left turned, he would have left him on that asteroid. Now, would that have been a game-changing move? I don't know. I would have liked to have seen it, because then Tarn could have ran away, finish off the OGP, then came back, let Dutch take a couple of hits against Kenkirk, then come back and maybe get in 1 or 2 shots before he dies. But just... that Kenkirk is just such a beast. Oh, good God. Is that really what you picked? Oh, God. That's the second time. I don't think a 2 left turn's gonna get him out of there. It might. That might be all she wrote for the Y-Wing, though. How bad would that be? And that's like the same exact spot. Just about the same exact position he ran the gold off the map with, too. How bad would that be if he does it to both? Well, if you're Kenkirk now, do you go for Tarn and try to increase your margin of victory? Because I really think that Y-Wing is just going to fly off the edge. He is. He's going to go for Tarn. Switches the lock onto Kenkirk. I don't understand that, but... Well, he only gets a kill or a crit and a hit. Oh yeah, because he gains his lock. Yeah, well... Come on, Phantom. You know nobody wants you to reroll. He gets 2 hits anyway. No crit though. Yeah, Tarn can be a pain in the ass if you can't concentrate fire on him. Well, I think you gotta spend that now. He's not gonna focus, so to me that states he's just conceding the match and he just wants to try to kill this shuttle here. I think now he knows that Dutch is gonna fly off the map. He wishes Dutch had a shot on that shuttle, but not gonna happen. Well, you need a little luck here. Well, you got 3. You need a blank. Blank and he got it. Got him. Well. Earthworm, you lose. You kill 46, so that's pretty good. So, you're still at 1-1. 200 points. I think you're still sitting pretty decently. So Tarn's got the R7. Basically, Tarn's ability is when a ship declares you the target of his attack, you may acquire target lock on him. And then the R7 astromech, once per round when defending, if you have a lock on the defender, you may spend the lock to choose any or all attack dice, and the attacker must reroll them. Yeah. I don't have it on this replay, but if you guys look back, you'll see he had a gold squadron just sitting there right like that in the same position. And I don't see it happen, but you know, you can just tell he just runs him off the map because he had no move that he could have done to save him. And he still had a considerable, it was either like 4 or 6 health he had left. And I mean, that could have been, in that situation, that could have been the difference throughout the game. If you look right now, if you just had a 5 health Gold Squadron Y-Wing with an ion turret, that'd be huge. So, it's kind of weird. I feel like Earthworm made a lot of good moves. I feel like he made a lot of, well, not a lot, but a couple really bad ones too. You're just gonna run 2 ships off the board, basically. I really don't see how that Y went. At 1 right, 1 left Banks. I think he's dead either way, really. I don't see how anything can save him here. And Ken Kirk will just finish off Tarn. Yep. Don't think it would have really mattered at that point. I can't see how he could have killed off Ken Kirk at that point, but man, how do you run 2 ships off the map in a single game? But still, like I said, gets 46. So, God damn it, Earthworm. So we got 148. So he's sitting at 194. That's pretty good. 2 games in, 1-1, 194. It could be better, obviously, but man, so many players though. It's gonna be hard to make that cut, guys. I know if I lose Saturday, I'm really gonna be under the gun too. But he's still very much alive, sitting at 1-1. Ooh. That might be all she wrote. Yep.